Good morning, y'all. It is Wednesday of week 26. That feels incredible. I am struggling a little bit this week with emotions and being ignored and healthcare issues and systematic healthcare issues. And it's really hard because my husband's in leadership in the local hospital, and so I can be like, hey, this is what's going on, and he'll go to work and he'll talk to the other leadership and they'll tell me that there's like, he'll come home and he'll be like, here's the answer, and the answer is complete and utter nothing. It's nothing. It's not even a real answer. It's placating. It's not a real procedure or anything, and I'm struggling this week. I'm struggling with feeling ignored. I'm struggling with our healthcare system. I am struggling with, I have not been able to run. One of my issues is my blood sugar is out of control right now. I wouldn't say out of control. Okay, my blood sugar is high right now. And it's making it hard to do regular things. So, I am just on the struggle bus today. I am trying, so we're going to do it right now. I'm trying to choose a new story. And so the story I'm choosing today is one of freedom, and that is that I'm a whale rider. I ride whales around the ocean, and no one can stop me. No one can stop me from riding a whale around the ocean. So that's what I'm doing in my mind. I'm riding a whale around the ocean, and I am also trying as hard as I can to just like pull the light in, and how can you not feel lighter when you're thinking about riding a whale around the ocean, Like, there's nothing cooler than that. I mean, maybe riding a dragon, but since we don't have dragons, this is the next best thing. So, I am a whale rider today, and I know this all probably sounds a little crazy, but, mental health, some of these, like, weird little therapy things really work. I had a friend tell me one time that she would, give herself awards in her head and have like an entire audience like clapping for her, and I love that. Anything that, like, any kind of like mental meditation you can do, any kind of mental visualization that you can do to change your mindset. And oh man, being a whale rider is helping me. This morning I have been like amped up. All I have thought about is like this blood sugar issue. All I've thought about is being ignored by my doctor. And then like I was like, I'm tired of this. I don't want to think about this anymore. This is gross. This is I can feel it in my body, and it's telling me it doesn't like it. And so I said I'm choosing a new story. And the one that came up was riding whales. And you know what? It makes me feel better. So I'm going to do leg day today. And in my mind, I'm going to be riding whales. Well, one whale. I don't need to ride more than one whale. That would be really hard. Can you imagine trying to ride 2 whales at one time? I'll ride one whale, thank you. But I'm going to do this leg workout, and I'm going to be assaulted by my cats because they're both in here doing their thing. And I'm going to be in my mind riding whales because it's making me feel less crappy. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's get this done. Let's go. Okay. I just repeated my exact same workout from last week. No upping, no PRs, no nothing. Just squats, Bulgarian split squats, RDLs, calf raises, and step-ups, all at the same weight as last week. So, consistent. Love it. And then I did 1 mile on the treadmill. So, I'm gonna go get some food. I'm hungry, and then I need to stretch today. I've been really bad about stretching the last couple days, and this is what happens when your emotions get the best of you, and I'm reminded over and over that we cannot control our emotions. We cannot dictate what our emotions are going to be. We cannot direct them. We can simply sit in them and let them pass by. They are clouds in the sky, and we are simply here observing them, and that is it. So I'm going to continue to do that, and I'm going to do my best and advocate for the rest, right? Okay. Breakfast is one of my new favorites. It's pears, Greek yogurt, and my overnight Kahir oats, which is oatmeal, my seed mixture, milk, a little bit of sugar, and cardamom and clove powder. So good. This is such a good fall treat. I just walked on the treadmill again, 1.05 miles in 26 minutes. Just a real slow walk. Lunch is an oldie but a goodie, a sushi bowl. I got leftover rice that I added I ran out of rice vinegar, so I just used white vinegar and sugar and salt. And then I got cucumber, avocado, tempura shrimp, eel sauce, and homemade sriracha mayo. I will square these down and then eat them like a taco. Here's what's left after being full. I don't know why I said it that way, but here's what I ate. It's snack time, so I'm gonna have some watermelon. Gonna do another little bit on the treadmill. I'm at 8,000 steps for the day. I haven't really done anything else besides like walk on the treadmill and work out this morning. I've just been kind of like reading and watching YouTube videos, so kind of a rest day for me. But I would like to get at least 1,000 steps on the treadmill, if not 2,000. So we'll see. 0.85 miles in 23 minutes. I just read and walked at the same time. Tonight for dinner is Panda Express. I will definitely be eating all this broccoli and stuff, some of this noodle, and just some of this chicken. There will be leftovers. Dessert is a chocolate chip cookie that doesn't have that many chocolate chips. It's my favorite. I love when chocolate chip cookies don't have that many chocolate chips. I'm a weirdo. But these are huge, so I'm only having half. I am also going to eat this fortune cookie. Good morning, y'all. It is Thursday, week 27. There we go. Okay. Today is supposed to be a progression run, but I have not run all week. I've been exhausted all week. It's a low energy week. I think part of it is my blood sugar. Was saying yesterday, got my labs done last week, and boy, do I have the bruise to prove it. My husband went to work and asked them why my arm was so messed up, and they told him they think the girl went through my vein. So I'll show you later what my arm looks like. But my labs came back, and I definitely have POTS, so I'm a high sodium gal, which makes sense because I was not eating enough sodium during my pregnancy with my daughter, my youngest daughter, actually both kids, and I passed out in both pregnancies. In the second pregnancy, I had a midwife. Hello, puppies. I had a midwife, and the midwife put me on a high caffeine, high sodium diet, which fixed the problem. And so I drink a ton of Element, like a ton of it, sometimes 3 or 4 in a day, and my sodium was on the low end of normal. So I definitely need to be drinking more sodium. which sucks because I'm completely out of my element right now. That's so funny. The drink, not the metaphor. But so I'm out of my salt and my magnesium and my potassium right now. And my blood sugar was really high. Not like so high I'm so concerned I need to go to the doctor or like to the hospital right away, but like, wow, that guy's fast. He's running fast. Jealous. But my blood sugar was high and my A1C was in the pre-diabetic range. And it's been like this since 2020, and I have been fighting my doctors to do anything about it. 4 different doctors at this point. And so this time I sent a message back and I insisted that they put me on a medication. They sent a message back that I misread, but I answered correctly anyways. But they asked if I was talking about a GLP-1, which I wasn't. I was talking about metformin. But I was ignored for 3 days, and for 3 days I sent messages checking in, and for 3 days I was ignored until the end of the day on the 3rd day when I got a phone call saying they'll set up an appointment next week for me to talk to my doctor about medication. I'm just irritated at this point. I'm frustrated and irritated with the medical system and the healthcare system. So I will be going to that appointment, and I will also be talking to her about my other labs because my CO2 was low and my kidney function was low. And her advice to me for my kidney function was to stop taking Tylenol and ibuprofen. This is why it's so frustrating, because she didn't ask me any questions. I haven't taken a Tylenol or an ibuprofen in 3 years. Like, I'm not... Just because I'm athletic and working out a lot does not mean I'm popping ibuprofen every day. You know what I do? I stretch. I drink water. I eat nutrients. I sleep. I freaking meditate. And I'm not gonna lie, I smoke pot. But, you know. Hold on, here's a truck. Anyways, just because I'm athletic doesn't mean I'm popping ibuprofen and Tylenol, you know? So, I'm a bit frustrated, and so I plan to talk to her because her plan was, for all of this, her plan was for me to start restricting my diet. Now, I have a restrict and binge eating disorder, so I think that's a terrible idea, because this week, all I wanted to do was eat extra carbs. In fact, I did. Yesterday, you saw it. I did eat extra carbs. So, I'm going to go to this appointment. I am glad, honestly, it's a new day today, a fresh outlook. So, today, I am glad that the appointment's not until next Friday, because I am amped up. This energy is overwhelming me. This energy of being ignored. Like, especially because this is one of my biggest triggers. Like, so there's been so many times in my life where legitimately, like, people have given me the silent treatment. I have counted in my head at this point at least 7 people that I can think of that have given me the silent treatment where, 8 people where I'm talking to them, and they're saying nothing in return. And one of those people wonders why I'm no longer her friend. So I'm triggered. I'm very triggered by this. And I'm struggling. Because this feeling of being ignored is just, it is overwhelming me. So the universe conspired and was like, you will get your medication and you will get your chance to say what you need to say to your doctor, but you need to calm your ass down first. I'm like, yeah, you're right, universe, because I'm amped up. I'm ready to fight some people. I'm ready to fight. So I think I just got a spider web in my mouth. The good news is that I do have an appointment on the books. And that I will be able to air all of my concerns, including the fact that my kidneys are low, without me taking any kind of medication that would affect it. Other than maybe, like, I have been on my medication for freaking 12 years now. So that could be affecting things. And her plan was to recheck in 6 months, and I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with being ignored for 6 months, because the last time I let doctors tell me I was wrong, I ended up in in 2 emergency surgeries, and I was turning orange. So, do I trust the healthcare system to listen to me? Not at all. Not at all. But am I going to advocate for myself? Yes. Am I going to do my best with my own healthcare? Yes. And that's what I'm doing right now. We're half a mile in. We've been talking for half a mile because I need to get this out somewhere, and this is where it's going. So, and this is funny. This is me calm. This is 3 days and some sort of a little bit of clarity later. So, but at the end of the day, like, the point of this whole rant is that we can't let doctors dictate our healthcare. If I were letting my doctor dictate my healthcare right now, I would be binging on carbs harder than I already am. So I am not going to let my doctor dictate my healthcare, and I am going to do my best and advocate for the rest. And I'm not going to shut up, and I'm not going to be ignored, and I'm going to send message after message until you stop ignoring me. And that is what I did. So my husband said there's a number I can call to make a complaint about this, to, like, because, like, the leadership do want to change things around here. They're just, it's a mess. And part of the problem is, like, as the problem is with everything, funding. So, I understand the problem from both sides, because I have a husband in leadership, and I understand the problem from being someone who's gone to school to be a healthcare worker. I have also worked in healthcare multiple times, and so I understand the problem from multiple lenses. But I'm also frustrated, and I'm allowed to be frustrated. So that's where we're at today. And I understand this is going to be a longer vlog because I am ranting and updating in it, but that's just where we're at. So you have an update on my health, and there will be no major update to this, even in the 26-week progress update, because the day that video comes out is the day I go to the doctor. So we will know in week 27's update, or week 27's vlog, what the outcome of that doctor's appointment was. So if you listen to this, thanks for listening. Thanks for hearing me out, because right now I feel unheard, by a lot of different people. And it's just, everything about the moon right now is all about integration. And everything I've thought about of integration is it's not an easy task. Like, when you integrate a new hardware in your computer, like, your computer does all sorts of wild things, and like, it shuts down and like restarts at some point. It's, like, you can't even use it. I'm like, which I do feel like I am integrating the light. Ta-da! But it is a hard task. A hard task. And I tapped into this energy that's overwhelming right now. And I just felt it. And I can see why it's so hard. Because it's heavy. So, if at this moment you're also feeling heavy, when you move slow, your energy moves quick. And when that energy is heavy, it's hard to breathe. It's hard to function. It's hard to be a person. So, I'm here. We're both here. And we are in the light. Look at that. Every time it just peeks through. So, I'm gonna stop talking because we're at 14 minutes. Look what was waiting for me in my mailbox. I cracked one open and I did half the amount of water because I need the electrolytes. I have not had any in like 2 days. Also, I almost forgot, 2.44 miles in 49 minutes. Pretty good. Today's breakfast is just a variation on yesterday's breakfast, and it's the end of the jar, so it's made in a jar. I've got my chia seed pudding. Wow, I was really not focusing. My chia seed pudding, or my oatmeal, my overnight oats, with cardamom and, what is it? Clove, there we go. Nectarine and Greek yogurt, and a teensy bit of honey to sweeten, because I put a lot more Greek yogurt in it today.
What is that?
I had to run to Costco, so I'm going to have this bar real quick, and then I'll eat when I get home. For lunch, I've got a piece of high fiber, high protein bread with Greek yogurt that's mixed with garlic, olive oil, salt, and pepper. And then I have sun-gold tomatoes with a balsamic glaze I made with balsamic vinegar and honey on the top. I want a little sweet treat. Costco stopped carrying whole packs of these twin snakes, so we just bought little minis, which is, I guess, a good treat, so it's fine. Said I was going to show you my arm. This is we're a week and a day into this, so a week and 2 days into this, so that's, it was looking real gnarly there for a couple days, so this is the tail end, thankfully. Time to eat half a cantaloupe. Snack, because I'm still hungry, dates, peanut butter, and tangy feta cheese. Tonight for dinner is meatloaf, which I guess mine is technically vegetable loaf, according to some random dude. But I put ground beef, zucchini, leeks, red onion, garlic, mushrooms, oats, eggs and egg whites, and then I topped it with brown sugar, ketchup, mustard, and vinegar, apple cider vinegar, and then I have mashed potatoes on the side. It's a hot one out, so for dessert I'm having one of my Ninja Creamies with sea salted caramel and some chocolate syrup. It's made with whole milk and egg yolks and sugar. My husband brought home bacon wrapped dates and cookies, so I'm gonna have some, at least one of the cookies and some of the dates. Good morning, y'all. It is Sunday. It is my rest day, and I'm on a walk. So you're just gonna join me for my recap. Let's see. Monday, I did upper body, and I walked. Tuesday, I did a small incline walk. Like, I think I got to a grade of 4. And then I just walked again in the afternoon. And then Wednesday, you saw that. I know I forgot to talk about it a little bit. I was really bad with vlogging this week because of how I was feeling. I'm feeling a little better. I'm not so angry at my doctor anymore, which means it's probably a good thing. I'll be able to handle talking to her. But I did leg day, then I walked, and then Thursday I went on a long walk outside, and I think I did a walk in the afternoon. And then Friday I did core. My arms are still sore for that because core was the only thing I PR'd in this week. I upped my dead bugs to 20 pounds and my bird dogs to 15 pounds. And I upped the amount of reps I did. And so my arms are sore and my core was sore this week. So I did not do a walk on Friday though. I still got to about 7,000 steps, over 7,000 steps. I went to the lake. I didn't really go swimming though, which normally I do, but I didn't. And so I still got to the 7,000 steps, which was good. But it was more of a rest day than it was anything else. And then Saturday, I went on a 5K walk. I figured I don't feel up to running this week. I just feel really gross and sluggish. And figured I needed to get some endurance distance in. So I did a 5K walk. And that felt really good. And I hit 15,000 steps yesterday, which was the highest I hit all week. And then I did not go on a walk again. I just did that and then hit the rest of the steps throughout my day. I was just busy. My husband and I wasn't going to decorate for fall. Everybody was doing fall early. And then, it started to feel like fall in my city. And I was like, okay. And I have this huge currant. It's a type of plant, a berry bush out in front of my house. And I tell the seasons by it because it is the first thing to grow in spring. It's the first thing to hit fall in fall. It's first thing to berry in the summer. It's my weather or my seasonal detector. So it tells me whether we're going to have this quick earlier snow or an earlier winter. So it started turning red, a lot of red. And so I decorated for fall, and my husband and I have become more discerning over the last couple of years, especially myself. And so we've gotten rid of some decor that we really outgrew, and so we went to a few places. Hobby Lobby ended up being the best, and we got a little bit of decor to add. There's still some things that I'm planning, and I'm okay, now that we have this, we can add this detail. And so now I'm looking for the right one, and it feels better in my house. There's more color and more it feels better. I needed the life, I needed the change, and So that is actually where I'm at this morning. I am feeling burned out about my life. I've been talking about it. I'm ready for a change. I'm ready for a tower moment. So I'm ready. I'm ready. Promotion. I'm ready. Anyways, so tomorrow starts week 27, and I am actually going on the first hike of August. On what is tomorrow? I think it's the 24th or the 25th. I think it's the 24th. But I'm going, my friend Randy is back in town, and we're going on a hike with our kiddos, just a short, like, 1 miler. We'll go to a lake, and they can play, and we can sit and chat. I have missed her. I have not caught up with her all summer, and she went on an epic backpacking trip that I just cannot wait to hear about. So, that was my week, though. Medical issues, which will hopefully be solved on Friday. I was looking at myself in the mirror last night, and I was like, honestly, I don't think I've lost any fat in this last 6 weeks. Maybe a teeny amount, but I think I've plateaued because of my blood sugar. So, my body is ready for a change, obviously. I'm ready for a change. So, I guess it's time for some change. Also, oh my god. It is all rainy out. Like, you see the black asphalt. It smells incredible out here. What a beautiful fall morning. So, I am enjoying the cool weather. I'm in pants and a sweater. It feels good. Today is a good morning, even though I feel like I need a change. I'm like, these morning walks this week have been, I don't know, it's been like a slow paced, just enjoying an hour or whatever by myself in my brain. No major distractions, just me and my thoughts and whatever other creatures are stirring. It's 8 a.m. on a Sunday. So I've been enjoying these walks. So I think you have your update. I have mine. Week 27. Let's see, we do Monday and Saturday this week, so I will have my appointment on Friday, and Saturday you will have an update on how my appointment went. Oh, I forgot tissue again. That's the thing about the fall changed weather. I need to remember tissue. My nose gets runny. Okay, so I guess we'll see you in the next one. And as always, remember to be kind to yourself.